In the pantheon of music legends, few artists embody transformation, innovation, and emotional depth as completely as Peter Gabriel. From his early days as the theatrical frontman of Genesis to his groundbreaking solo career as a sonic adventurer, Gabriel's journey is a story of relentless reinvention. His voice, soaring and tender, his mastery of the flute, and his tireless curiosity have led him to create music that transcends genres and generations. This video is a deep dive into the life, legacy, and genius of Peter Gabriel, a true pioneer of progressive rock, world music, and multimedia artistry. The genesis of Gabriel, early life and musical roots. Born on February 13, 1950, in Chobham, Surrey, England, Peter Brian Gabriel grew up surrounded by classical and soul music. His early exposure to musical styles fueled his imagination and sharpened his desire to push boundaries. While attending Charterhouse, a prestigious boarding school, Gabriel met Tony Banks, Mike Rutherford, Anthony Phillips, and Chris Stewart, fellow students with a passion for music. In 1967, they formed Genesis, a band that would become one of the most influential progressive rock acts of all time. Though Genesis started with modest ambitions, it was Gabriel's theatricality and lyrical imagination that set them apart. He often wore elaborate costumes on stage, turning concerts into surreal spectacles. His use of narrative, combined with the band's complex compositions, gave their music a mythical quality. Albums like Foxtrot, 1972, and Selling England by the Pound, 1973, showcased Gabriel's poetic storytelling, while The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, 1974, a concept album about a New York street kid's spiritual journey, cemented his status as a visionary artist. But by 1975, creative tensions and Gabriel's desire to explore more personal themes led to his departure from Genesis. It was a bold move, as the band was just reaching critical and commercial success. For Gabriel, though, the risk was necessary. He wanted to make music on his own terms. Peter Gabriel's solo career began in 1977 with his self-titled debut album, often referred to as Car because of its cover art. The album contained the powerful single Solsbury Hill, a semi-autobiographical song about his decision to leave Genesis. It struck a chord with listeners, not only for its folk rock beauty, but for its sense of liberation and honesty. It was a clear statement. Peter Gabriel was no longer bound by the confines of a band. He was free. Gabriel's next three albums, Scratch, 1978, Melt, 1980, and Security, 1982, saw him diving into darker, more experimental territory. These records featured collaborations with artists like Robert Fripp, Phil Collins, and Kate Bush, and explored topics ranging from political injustice to mental health. Songs like Games Without Frontiers, Baiko, and Shock the Monkey demonstrated his commitment to social commentary and sonic innovation. It was during this period that Gabriel also became known for his innovative production techniques. Working with producer Steve Lillywhite and engineer Hugh Padgham, Gabriel pioneered the gated reverb drum sound that would become ubiquitous in the 1980s. His willingness to deconstruct musical conventions set a new standard for artistic integrity. Gabriel's 1986 album so marked a turning point in his career, both commercially and artistically. With hits like Sledgehammer, In Your Eyes, and Don't Give Up, so was a genre-defying masterpiece that combined pop sensibilities with rich emotional textures. The album brought Gabriel widespread acclaim and introduced his music to a broader audience. Sledgehammer, in particular, became iconic not only for its infectious energy and sexual innuendo, but also for its groundbreaking music video. Using stop-motion animation and claymation, the video won numerous MTV Video Music Awards and set a new bar for visual creativity in music. Gabriel's mastery of both sound and sight made him a multimedia pioneer, ahead of his time, infusing technology with emotion. Meanwhile, In Your Eyes, inspired by African music and infused with spiritual longing, became an anthem of transcendent love. Famously featured in Cameron Crowe's film Say Anything, The song exemplifies Gabriel's ability to tap into deep human truths through global sounds. Peter Gabriel's contributions to music go far beyond his own albums. In 1980, he co-founded WOMAD, World of Music, Arts and Dance, a festival and organization that brings international artists to global audiences. Gabriel recognized early on that world music wasn't just a genre, it was a window into the soul of humanity. Through WOMAD and his Real World Records label, founded in 1989, Gabriel amplified the voices of musicians from Africa, Asia, and Latin America. He recorded in a renovated mill in Wiltshire, where artists could collaborate in an open, cross-cultural environment. This commitment to global unity wasn't just artistic, it was philosophical. For Gabriel, music is a universal language that can bridge divides and heal wounds. Artists like Yason Dower, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, and Jeffrey Oriema found broader audiences thanks to Gabriel's advocacy. His collaborations, including the haunting Signal to Noise and the soulful Shaking the Tree, showcased his deep respect for other cultures and his ability to create meaningful dialogue through music. While Gabriel is best known for his voice and visionary production, his skill as a flutist is often overlooked. In the early Genesis years, Gabriel's flute added a unique dimension to the band's sound, complementing Tony Banks' keyboards and Steve Hackett's guitar. The instrument brought a pastoral, lyrical quality to songs like Firth of Fifth and The Musical Box, and deepened the band's connection to British folk traditions. Even after leaving Genesis, Gabriel's flute remained a subtle, yet powerful element of his music. It symbolized his versatility and his roots in classical music, serving as a gentle counterpoint to his bold innovations. Though he would eventually explore more synthesized sounds, the flute reminded listeners of the organic, human touch behind his sonic experiments. Throughout his career, Peter Gabriel has been an outspoken advocate for human rights. His 1980 song, Biko, written in honor of South African anti-apartheid activist Steve Biko, was one of the earliest pop songs to directly address the horrors of apartheid. The song's chilling refrain, "Oh, Biko," because Biko, was a rallying cry for freedom and dignity. Gabriel's activism extended into the real world. He was instrumental in the formation of Witness, a nonprofit organization that equips human rights activists with video technology to document abuses. He also worked closely with Amnesty International, participating in the Human Rights Now tour in 1988 alongside Bruce Springsteen, Sting, and Tracy Chapman. Gabriel's activism is not performative, it's personal. He sees music as a tool for justice, a way to amplify silenced voices and connect people across borders. His commitment to change is as enduring as his music. In the 1990s and 2000s, Peter Gabriel continued to evolve. Albums like Us, 1992, and Up, 2002, delve into introspective themes: love, loss, aging, and hope. Songs like Digging in the Dirt, Secret World, and Darkness explore the psychological terrain with unflinching honesty. Gabriel also embraced technology in new ways. He developed interactive multimedia projects like Eve and Explora One, and explored immersive audio formats before they were mainstream. His soundtrack work, including The Last Temptation of Christ, 1989, which became the acclaimed album Passion, showcased his talent for creating spiritual, cinematic soundscapes. Though he became more reclusive in terms of touring, Gabriel remained deeply engaged with music, politics, and innovation. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, once with Genesis in 2010 and again as a solo artist in 2014. In recent years, Gabriel has released new singles, hinted at a forthcoming album, I/O, and returned to live performance. Even in his 70s, he continues to challenge expectations and expand artistic boundaries. Peter Gabriel's legacy is not just about music, it's about ideas. He is a modern-day oracle, a man who listens deeply to the world and reflects its pain, beauty, and complexity through sound and vision. He has been a bridge between cultures, between tradition and technology, between protest and peace. From the haunting whispers of a flute to the thunder of digital drums, from the poetry of Here Comes the Flood to the urgency of Red Rain, Gabriel's music is timeless. It is both ancient and futuristic, personal and universal. He has never been content to rest on past achievements. Instead, he remains a restless seeker, always chasing the next revelation. For fans, Peter Gabriel is more than a musician. He is a guide. He shows us that vulnerability is strength, that creativity has no ceiling, and that art can be a force for justice and connection. His body of work is a testament to what's possible when one man dares to dream beyond borders and genres. Whether you're a lifelong fan or just discovering his music, this video is your portal into the soul of Peter Gabriel. Stay tuned as we explore his most iconic performances, untold stories, and the profound impact of his work. Like, comment, and subscribe to join the conversation and celebrate the life and art of one of music's true visionaries.